Good morning, noon, or night. Hi, everybody. Um, yeah, I apologize. I look like crap. I literally just woke up right now, and I had a dream, and I wanted to share it with you guys. Um, thing is, I woke up from this dream and realized that I've actually had this dream. This is probably the third time now. Um, yeah, and the thing is, the first time I had it, I woke up remembering a lot of detail. The second time, I think it was about the same, and this time, not as much. But yeah, I've had the same dream now like three times over the last 6 months, maybe. I don't know, maybe longer. Um, it, I don't know. It never occurred to me the first couple times I had the dream to even note it as significant. Um, but like the Lord's been putting it on my heart lately that I really need to be documenting the dreams that he gives me again. I used to do that quite often. I used to sit down and write out all the dreams that I had. I have them in diaries somewhere. But anyway, I'll give you what I have, what I do remember. It's not a lot, but I do feel like a lot of it is significant. It's pointing to something, I think. Um Make of it what you will. I'm not saying what it is or isn't. I'm just giving you what I remember. Sorry about the scratchy voice. I'm just drier. Just woke up. Um, anyway, this dream started out. I was in an apartment building in a basement suite in a big city, and there was myself and another person there, and I don't think I know the person. I knew her in the dream. I know she was like a roommate or something, but in real life, I don't know who it was, or it wasn't someone significant in my life or anything, but she was their roommate, and there was a little girl with us, and this little girl was 5, maybe 6 years old. Again, I don't have a little girl. I don't know who this little girl was, but in the dream, she was significant to me. I feel like she was with me. Anyway, we were in this apartment and we were just kind of hanging out and whatever. And then all of a sudden, I got up to go to the kitchen in this apartment, and there was this giant snake, like huge anaconda snake that was in this apartment. And I freaked out. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, we need to get out of here. Like, we need to go now. So I screamed for my roommate. She came running. The little girl came running to me. I grabbed her hand and we ran out of this apartment, up some stairs and out into the streets. And then when we got to the street level, I realized that we were in New York City. That was the city we were in. So we're walking through the streets, talking and everything. And all of a sudden, it was just myself and this little girl. And so we're walking through the streets, and the next thing I remember is we're walking kind of through an alleyway, but it was like on a main street, but it was like going up to like a cafe kind of thing. And to the right of me was like a cement wall, but it had like carved shapes in the wall. And what it looked like was almost like a cement fence. And the shapes were like the Flora de Lis, I believe it is. I should draw this or something. Maybe I'll try and post it in comments. But it looked like the Flora de Lis shape all along this fence. And I remember in the dream thinking in my head, if we had to hide behind this wall, it wouldn't be safe because of the Flora de Lis shapes. Whatever was on the other side would just come through the fence, which in the dream, like, the whole thing is just weird. Like, why would you think that when you're walking around a city in the daytime, just enjoying herself. It was really strange. So anyway, we're walking past this fence, and we come up to this staircase in front of us, and the staircase is rounded. It's all cement all around us. It's like, oh, it's New York City, right? So the stairs are cement, and the walls around us were cement. And anyway, so myself and the little girl are walking up these stairs, and we get up to this cafe level, like the flat level, and it's a cafe, and there's people that are sitting around drinking their coffee, chattering, talking. Everybody's just doing their thing, having their day, totally normal, no big deal. And so I'm sitting at this table with this little girl, and all of a sudden, everything around us goes completely silent, like still. Like you can hear the wind blowing, and everybody around us is freaked out. We're all freaked out. We're all kind of looking around at each other, at the buildings, at the whole area, like, why is it so quiet all of a sudden? And then all of a sudden, I knew that something was about to happen, something really bad. And so I grabbed the little girl, and we ducked down behind this cement wall, kind of that was in the cafe. It was almost like, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. Just this little, it was like a short wall, almost like a decorative wall in the cafe. But there was, again, there was a shape to the cement, but it was just like a flower shape, like this in the wall, just like holes, basically, four holes. And I knew right away we had to move. We had to get behind a better wall because that wasn't safe either. And right in front of us, to the right of us, about 10 feet, was another cement wall. And it was a big cement, like it was basically a building, is what it was. Um, and so I grabbed her and we ran over there to stand behind that wall. And as soon as we did, there was a massive explosion, huge. I wouldn't compare it to a nuke, but close. It went off and there was a fireball that went flying through the air, went past us. It destroyed everybody, everything. Everything was on fire. Anybody that was in the way was on fire and dying. It was really bad. There was screaming everywhere. Um, it was terrifying. So then, after a few minutes of standing behind this wall, the fireball kind of subsided, and everything was on fire around us. People were running. You could hear like fire trucks and ambulance, the sounds going off, sirens. And so I grabbed the little girl, run down the stairs, and at the end of the stairs was a military vehicle. Not military, I shouldn't say that. It was like, ugh, I just remember it looking like kind of like a Hummer. It was like black though. There was writing on it, but I don't remember what the writing looked like. But we got in the Hummer. We got in this vehicle that, yeah, the inside looked to me like, I haven't been inside of a Hummer, but it would be what I would describe as like a Hummer vehicle. And I remember it was off train. You could drive anywhere in it. We got in this vehicle to drive away, and get away as quickly as we could. Um, and we're driving through the city, and it was just like, it was chaos. It was destruction. Buildings were destroyed. Everything was on fire. People were running and screaming in pain. And I remember seeing a child, a girl, I think, running through the streets. To be honest, it was almost exactly like the little girl that I had seen growing up in school learning about. And I believe it was when the Hiroshima bomb went off. There's a picture of this little girl running through the streets naked. She was like burnt. I don't know if you guys are gonna know what I'm talking about. I can't even think of the exact thing, but maybe you'll know what I mean. But I saw this little girl running through the streets, burnt, and screaming in pain. And she was like black, like burnt black. You know what I mean? Um, yeah, I saw that. And then I woke up. I don't remember much detail other than that right now. Sometimes I remember more later on during the day, or I'll have a recurring dream. I'll remember it a lot clearer. If I have this one again with more detail, I will let you guys know. But that's not all. So I woke up from that, and I asked the Lord about it, if He could clarify anything, show me anything. Um, I didn't get anything more about that, but I fell asleep and I saw something. It wasn't a dream. It wasn't. I don't know really. I don't exactly understand what the difference between a dream and a vision is, so I don't want to say it was a vision, but I was hovering in the air above an ocean, um, body of water. I don't know. Um, and there was a flying craft in front of me. Um, it was circular, um, saucer shaped, and it was like a dark gray, like I don't know. I don't want to say military, but it looked very military. But it was a dark gray craft. It was massive, but it was shaped oddly. I'm gonna have to draw this maybe or something. But it was like it was round, but in the front there was kind of like a divot in the front. And underneath it were long legs, like spikes that came down. There was like 6 of them or something. I don't remember exactly how many, but it was very odd. Sorry, this is a sneeze. Um, yeah. Anyway, I saw this, and on the top part of it was like stamps. No, like logos. I don't know, almost like numbers or something. I don't know. It was like a sticker, like a rectangle sticker with a design or uh, it was a design, I think, not numbers, but it was black and white. The stickers were black and white, and the craft itself was like gray matte. I don't know, almost like the kind of stuff you'd see in a box of a truck, like that kind of paint. It was like matted. It was gray. It was one piece. It had legs below it, and the sticker on it was black and white. And there was like stamps around it, like logos you'd see on like a plane almost. Anyway, I saw that. That was right after I had that dream. So yeah, that was an explosion in New York City that I saw, and it was bad, guys. It was really bad. This is like the third time I've seen it now. So I just want to share that with you. Um, if you don't know Jesus, if you haven't given your life to Him, oh, please don't wait, because time is up. We're on borrowed time. I mean, I truly believe that there's a preacher rapture, and I believe that He is coming very, very, very soon. Um, and I can't imagine being left behind, and I don't want anyone to be left behind, because what I just told you is nothing compared to what is going to happen during the tribulation period, and you don't want to be here for that. But not only that, you don't you don't want to be separated from the Father. That is the biggest thing I can tell you. Is when I was saved because of a dream that the Lord gave me. Actually, it wasn't a dream. I was there. And I know I should make a video about it and share it with you guys, but He basically He took me to the judgment seat, and I was going to be judged to hell. And right before I was being sent to hell, He let me wake up, and that's what changed my life. I will make a video about that. I promise I will. But I just want to share this one with you right now. If you don't know Jesus, get saved. Trust me, you're going to want to. And God bless all of you. Let me know what you think. Okay, bye bye.